Hey, what's up collectors? It's Miguel here from Toy Quest 101, and on this episode we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the two latest figures that come out of Kaustic Plastik, and that is the Japanese film legend Toshiro Mifune. We have the Samurai, we have the Ronin, and we're going to be unboxing and reviewing that for you guys right now. Hey, welcome back collectors, it's Miguel here as always, and welcome to this new episode of Toy Quest 101. Now, like I mentioned before guys, on today's episode, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the newest figures that come out of our partners over at Kaustic Plastik, and that is a Toshiro Mifune Samurai 6-scale figure and the Ronin figure, and we're going to be unboxing and reviewing both of these guys for you guys today on today's episode. Now guys, before we start, especially if you're new to this channel, please consider supporting and subscribing to Toy Quest 101, and don't forget to hit that notifications bell so you don't miss any toy reviews, statue unboxings, or any celebrity guests that might pop up on our show. Now I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about this character because this is way before my time, but I had a lot of fun learning about his career and his acting roles over in the Japanese cinema. Now I did get to see the prototype figures over at the Kaustic Plastik booth with my friend Fabio, and these things were amazing. I mean, who doesn't like a Samurai and Ronin figure? The tailoring on this was amazing, so I cannot wait to see what the final product looks like and share with that to you guys today. Now, Toshiro Mifune was a legend in Japanese cinema and was accredited for movies since the early 50s. Now, one of the coolest things that I found out about him and his career is that he played in the original Shogun series in the 80s for those who watched the award-winning modern series on Hulu. So that was something really cool about him, and that was a great series back then and won a ton of awards. Now, one of the coolest things by far that I found out about him is that for all those who are big Star Wars fans, you know George Lucas was a fan of samurais and made the Jedi after samurais. Now, he's such a fan of the culture of samurais and such a fan of Toshiro that he was actually going to cast him as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Crazy, right? Now, guys, this just speaks volumes to how talented he was, and I'm so excited to find out so many cool things about his career and why he was such a legend, and to have both the Samurai version and the Ronin version here. I'm really excited to take a look at it. So the first thing is, let's take a look at the boxes. Now, as always, Kaustic Plastik does some beautiful artwork on the boxes. You see an up close and personal picture of the actual Samurai figure here, which looks amazing. On the side, you're going to see all the features and accessories that come with the figure. On the back has his logo, really cool. And on the side, it just has his name and other things like that. But this is a really cool box. Now, same thing with the Ronin box. You're going to see the up close and personal things that it comes with on the other side, his logo on the back. And man, every time I look at these boxes from Kaustic Plastik, I think that they do a wonderful job, and that just speaks to all the details that they want to look for and give in these presentations. So I cannot wait to see what the figures look like. So let's get to unboxing it. Alright guys, the Toshiro figures are out of the box and on our table, and they look absolutely fantastic, guys. We have the Ronin, we have the Samurai. Now these are just the figures, guys. If you go and pre-order, they do have the one with the diorama base, they have the double packs. We're gonna have all those links in the bio of the video, but we just had the figures today, and just that alone looks really good. So I can't imagine with the other accessories if you buy the more exclusive ones. But we're gonna talk about the accessories and everything this comes with right now. But the first thing out of the box is this thank you card to the customer with important notes and anything that has to do with customer service here, which I appreciate. Just in case anything happens, you could contact them here and it tells you everything here. And it also comes with this beautiful, beautiful art card. I love that Kaustic Plastik includes these. This has a great portrait here of Toshiro himself. I love these because we could put these in display with the figures. I love everything about these. And on the back, it's paying its flowers to everybody in the amazing team at Kaustic Plastik that worked on this figure. So shout out to the entire team and Fabio. You guys did amazing so far. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with the Ronin, and we're gonna start with the accessories. All right, guys, so here is the Toshiro Ronin. I absolutely love this. You know, Ronins are badasses. And man, I cannot speak more about how cool this figure looks. This is absolutely amazing. But right now, we're going to touch on the loose accessories that it comes with. And we're going to start with all the different arm swap outs that it has. It has 8 interchangeable hands with no wrist pegs. So everything here is actually going to plug in the elbow joint of the figure, which I actually like because it makes it seamless, right? But the cool thing and the most important thing about this figure, guys, and these accessories is that the way that they crafted the hand gestures on this arm. As you can see here, this is a samurai, and there's different ways you have to contort your hand in order to pull the sword out or handle the blade. And they actually did that with these arms, and I think that's very difficult to do. So the fact that they didn't include a wrist joint and still managed to get those positions for you to go ahead and pose your samurai or pose your Ronin, taking this sword out, doing all his, you know, samurai things. It's really, really important that they did that, and they absolutely nailed it. So you have 8 interchangeable arms, guys, and the ones like he has right now is exactly what I'm talking about. So if you see the figure, he's pulling out his katana, and you see how the hand is kind of like out with the fingers kind of like in different spots, and the wrist is kind of up. That's really hard to get, and they got that. They nailed it for you, able to go ahead and pose your samurai or your Ronin just like that. And the other hand is kind of holding on to the handle of the katana's holster, which is kind of cool. And then you have the other 6 arms here. Like I said, you got the wrist kind of turning here to hold the katanas. You got one with the hands are spread out. You got another one where the 2 fingers are pointing out and the thumb is up. So really, sky's the limit with how you could pose this. And like I said, they did an amazing job really sculpting out and really measuring out how somebody's able to pose this with these not having the wrist articulation points, which I thought was cool. And again, you don't have any seams here, so I thought that was absolutely amazing. And what a well done job by the Kaustic team, really, you know, figuring this out, right? Like, this is really, really advanced stuff here, and I really enjoy that they did that. And you have the other 2 here as well. But man, the arms are such an important part of this piece, like I said, because of the way they sculpted it in order for you to go ahead and do those different Ronin and samurai things, like taking the sword out. And man, they just did the engineering on this is absolutely amazing, just based on the arms alone, guys. So that is a super plus for me. I absolutely love that. Now, you got the 2 katanas as well. You got the katana sword, which is the one he has on him now. And it does have a metal blade, guys. It does come out of the holster, which I thought that was really cool. And then you also have the katana dagger with the metal blade as well. And you're able to display both of these with him like he is right now. And I think that looks absolutely amazing. You got the Hyotan bottle here. The Hyotan bottle right here is kind of on his side. Something very cultural as well to the Japanese culture, to the Ronin, to the samurai. So I love that about that as well. And of course, you have the base. So let's talk about the base. I have the one here from the samurai. Now, the one from the samurai and the Ronin are the same. Now, I do like that it does have his name here in Japanese, but this is kind of basic. This is where I think they missed the ball on these figures. So all this is, it shows like some rock and some grass here and some sort of like Japanese garden that he's on, right? But it's just a sticker, man. So I hate the fact that they put so much detail in the tailoring, which we haven't even talked about, and these great, amazing arms and the swords and stuff, and they kind of slacked here on this base. Now, obviously, it's a magnetic base, which I absolutely love, so it can hold the figure up. We don't have those crotch grabbers or anything like that. I always like that about Kaustic Plastik. But man, I wish they would have raised this up a little bit, or maybe done some details, you know, not so much just a flat sticker. I mean, it still gets the job done. You're not really gonna, I don't care for it. Like, you're not really gonna, you know, be upset about it, you know, from far away or anything like that. But I feel like they could have done a better job after putting so much effort into this figure. They kind of slacked on the base a little bit. Preferably, I would probably want the one with the diorama, right? If you guys see that, it'll be, the links will be in the bio of the video. But I mean, this does get the job done. But again, I'm not a fan of the sticker. I wish this was raised. I wish they had a little bit more detail. Maybe some like fake grass and stuff, or some like, you know, sculpted out rocks to make it look cool and still have that magnetic feature. Maybe that would have gotten the cost of the figure up more. I'm not sure how that works. But man, other than that, I really love so far what this comes with. Again, it comes with the interchangeable hands. It comes with the katana sword, and it comes with a dagger, and it comes with the Hyotan Bottle, which is pretty cool, and of course that magnetic base. So now that we talked about all the accessories that come with the Ronin, let's talk about that tailoring that I'm really excited about. Alright guys, let's talk about the tailoring, which I think is definitely the best thing from this figure. My eyes gravitate to the tailoring anytime I see this figure. This looks awesome, guys. You have a lot of things going on here. One of my favorite things is it's got the black kimono with the Mifune Family crest camming on it. I thought that was really cool. It's all over the kimono here on the back, the front, and on the arms. And man, it's nice and baggy. I mean, this is just an iconic thing for any Ronin or any samurai. I absolutely love that. You got the brown Hakama pants as well here. Nice and baggy. The tailoring is done really, really well. You got the brown belt as well, where, you know, you put the katanas in and stuff. But man, I love this tailoring. This is very high quality fabric. It's not like any cheap stuff, anything like that. You see all the like stitching here done very, very well, where it overlays over the top of the pants. And of course, you do have the samurai socks and sandals, which they also paid a lot of details here to making sure that this got done correctly, man. You see the rope here. You see all the little details here on the sandals. Even on the bottom, you could see that they were like kind of like handmade. But man, this is amazing, guys. I absolutely love everything about the fabrics on these figures. The attention to detail is absolutely insane, guys. This just screams samurai, screams Ronin to me. They did an amazing job. I can't wait to talk about the samurai version, because those colors really pop out. Obviously, the Ronin has a darker, you know, colors, which makes sense. But man, I love that the family crest is on there. I love everything about it, guys. Let's talk about the figure itself and the portrait. All right, guys, let's talk about the figure itself, its points of articulation, and of course, that amazing head sculpt that we're gonna talk about as well. Now, this is about 12 inches tall, guys, and it has a ton of different spots here for articulation. You have articulation all the way down to the feet, all right? The knees, the legs, they're very, very well done. The body and the midsection have really good points of articulation as well. So you can really put it in that samurai pose, whether he's crouching, whether he has the foot up, whether he's in a stance about to attack with his sword, or more of a dominant pose like I have him here, pulling the sword out. Again, those very important arm swap outs really able you to capture that picture of a Ronin being ready for battle with how they sculpted the arms and the wrists up, and there's no seams there. I think that's a fabulous, well done job by the Kaustic team. The engineering is absolutely amazing. But you have articulation points here on the elbow. Again, there's no articulation in the wrist. You have them here in the shoulder. The head also has articulation, but for me, it's really that midsection and the thighs that have great articulation for you to go ahead and pose it how you want to pose it. And I think they did a really, really good job. Now, let's look at that portrait, guys. Now, like I mentioned before, this is way before my time, so I can't really tell you how great he looks, except I had to just look at pictures right online. And I could tell you, man, this portrait is spot on with several pictures that I pulled up of Toshiro, and it looks absolutely on point as far as, you know, how he looks and how they did nail the portrait. I mean, look at his face. It's all sculpted. He's got his eyebrows down, very serious look. He's got the samurai top knot going on, which is my favorite, right? And they sculpted a lot of details. You see different strands. You see the bend here on the samurai top knot. His beard looks really, really good. You got the stubble here, but you also got the thicker layer on the bottom, you know, going around his chin and his mustache. And his eyes are very serious. They're locked in. Man, they did a really good job with this portrait. I do wish that they did include a couple other portraits, but man, I think this just gets the job done, right? Like, what else more would you want, you know, or would you need to actually capture the essence of this iconic legend from the Japanese cinema and to give it that Ronin feel? But man, the combination of things that we talked about between the accessories, all the fabrics, you know, obviously what he's wearing, his portrait and his sword and those arms, the way they made them, man, this looks absolutely fantastic. I think you guys are going to enjoy this definitely, whether you get one, whether you get the double pack, whether you get the one with the diorama. This is freaking amazing. And again, paying tribute to the cinematic legend of Japan. Man, this is pretty awesome, guys. So now that we talked about the Ronin, guys, let's get to the samurai. All right, guys, so here is the samurai on our table. And man, this has got to be my favorite. I really thought I was going to like the Ronin better, because for me, the Ronin's like more badass, right? He's like rebel and stuff. But the samurai tailoring is absolutely gorgeous, man. That light like green really pops out. You do have the family crest still on this one as well. But man, this is gorgeous, man. The samurai is really, really nice, man. The sandals look good again. You got the white socks going on, pop out a little bit more. But man, he's so elegant, right, man? The work that they did on these fabrics is absolutely amazing. So with the samurai, we're not going to touch on everything else because a lot of the things that come with the Ronin also come with the samurai. So just for the record, all the accessories are the same. So you have the same katana, the dagger, the sword, the 8 interchangeable hands, and the base is the same. Now the difference between this one and the Ronin, aside from the fabrics, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, is the Inrō here, which is this little case that it comes with. It's a little different than the Ronin, as you can see here. But man, the details on this look amazing. I love it. It's like silver and like a bronze gold. Looks really good. This could be hanging from the side of his pants as well. That's where I would put it. But this is really cool. Again, just paying homage to the culture of the samurai here, which is, I thought, was absolutely amazing. Now let's talk about the bread and butter of this figure, man. The samurai is loaded with fabrics that look absolutely amazing, man. Obviously, it's a lot similar to the Ronin, but different colors here. You see the light green, which looks absolutely gorgeous. From the top to the bottom, you got the samurai socks and the sandals, of course. You got the black kimono underneath here with the family crest as well. But this one does have a light blue, light green Kataginu on the top, and that's what really sticks out for me. I think it looks absolutely amazing. You got the white belt here and the green belt here on the bottom as well. You have the nice, samurai, socks and sandals. And man, he just looks fantastic. Very similar sculpt as well as the Ronin. You got that serious look. You got the samurai top knot. But for me, it's all about these fabrics, man. This looks absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at that, guys. That just speaks samurai to me. This is beautiful. I love that about this. And this is what makes it the favorite for me versus the Ronin. Again, I thought I was going to like the Ronin. But man, the samurai colors on his kimono and his attire here look absolutely amazing. Man, the team at Kaustic Plastik absolutely delivered with the fabrics on this figure. And for me, guys, like I said, the fabrics really did it for me. And also all the different hand swap outs that they had, with the engineering and the wrist and stuff to make it seamless and still be able to pull out the katana and give it those poses. I think that's what did it for me, guys. This is quite an amazing job, and I absolutely love it. All right, guys, there it is. We just got done reviewing and unboxing both the Toshiro Mifune figures from Kaustic Plastik. We got the samurai, we got the Ronin. They were absolutely amazing, guys. I absolutely love them. Let's just circle back and we'll see what some of the positive was and some of the negatives. For me, the positives were the attire, man, the fabrics, the attention to details that they did for the kimonos and the pants and the sandals. I mean, just scream samurai Ronin for me. Super plus there. And again, all the arm swap outs without any wrist joints. I think that was really cool that they were able to engineer it to a way where you could still pose it and really put those wrists in those spots where you could go ahead and take out a katana or put it in the poses that you wanted to. This was fabulous engineering on their behalf. Downfall, guys, for me is the base, the sticker for the base. I wish they would have done something better, especially after nailing it with these figures, right? That's the only downfall I had. Again, there's different versions of this we're gonna have in the bio of the video for you guys to go ahead and purchase with our discount code, guys. Check them out. I love this. Guys, let us know in the chats which one you like better. Did you like the Samurai better? Did you like the Ronin better? Have you caught any of his movies? Let us know more about the character itself. Again, I'm not an expert at the character, but I did do some of my research and I thought there was some really cool things about him. And I know he's an iconic legend in Japan cinema. So this was really cool. Regardless if you know the character or not, if you want a Samurai figure or a Ronin figure, this is definitely the one to get. Shout out to Fabio and the team over at Kaustic Plastik, guys. Make sure to check us out on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe to Toy Quest 101. We'll catch you guys on another episode. Bye, guys.